This week's Parsha begins with the fascinating and famous dreams of Yosef. A closer look at the brothers, the Shvatim's reactions, gives us a deep insight into psychology and hopefully tools for improving Kedusha in our lives as well. The first dream, the dream of the sheaves of wheat, described in Pasuk Hey, Vayechalam Yosef chalom vayegei l'chav vayisifu otzno hoso, that Yosef had a dream and he told his brothers, and they increased hating him, the language of sin, of hatred. Continuing Pasuk Zayin, Vayinei anachnu ma'almim alumim b'soch hasereh, v'nei kama lumasi v'gam nitzava, v'nei tisubena lumusechem tishachavena lumasi. Behold, we had sheaves of wheat in the field, and my sheaf of wheat stood up, and yours bowed down to me. The brothers' response, Vayimru lo achav hamaloch timoch aleinu imashol timshol banu, vayisifu otzno oso al chal mosav el deverav. Says they respond to Yosef and say, "Are you going to rule over us? Will you be the leader of us?" And they added further hatred to him for his dreams and for what he said. The description of the brothers' response here is one of sinna, of hatred. In the second dream, though, it's different. The second dream in Pasuk Tes, Vayechalam od cholam acher, Yosef had another dream. Vayeseper so la'achav, he told his brothers, V'yomer hinei chalamti chalam od, v'nei hashemesh vayireach, v'achadasar kol chalim mishachavim li. Behold, in this dream, the sun, the moon, and 11 stars were bowing down to me. Vayiseper el aviv el achav yigarbo aviv v'yomer lo ma'alo umazeh asher chalamta v'onevo ani v'imcha v'achecha shachavos l'cha arza v'yikanu v'achav aviv shamar sadavar. So Yaakov offers some rebuke. Is it really true that me and your mother and your brothers will come to bow down to you? And the response here of the brothers in Pasuk Yud Aleph is one of kina, v'yikanu bo achav, that the brothers will be jealous. For the first dream, there was a response of sinna, of hatred. For the second dream, one of kina, of jealousy. The Netziv picks up on these differences and says that in the first dream, the brothers thought that it's possible that Yosef invented this on his own, that it wasn't a real prophetic dream like we see in the coming Parshas with Paro, but rather this was something that Yosef is asserting himself, asserting his superiority of his own accord, not something that he received from Hashem. The second dream, where it's more audacious, that everyone will be bowing down to him directly, so that's something that they understood was coming from a real dream, and therefore they had kina, jealousy, instead. The Beis Levi, in a well-known commentary on this portion, takes it a step further, and he identifies that there's a difference between the content of the first and second dream. The first dream is one of material success, of the sheaves of wheat, representing success in the physical world. The second dream is one of spiritual success, of stars, of our achievements in Ruchnius. The brothers were on such a level that for the first dream of material success, that didn't bother them. They were upset that Yosef was, again, asserting his superiority, but they didn't feel any desire to emulate that. The second dream of Ruchnius, that was maybe a positive form of kina. While kina, normally jealousy, normally is something very dangerous and poisonous, in this context of inspiring someone to achieve greater heights in Ruchnius, it can have a positive aspect as well. Growing up as a Boston Red Sox fan, I can remember very well the tremendous excitement that the whole city felt when the Red Sox finally won a World Series after 86 years and broke the curse. I wish I could say that I had that same level of excitement when finishing a parak of Mishnayos or finishing learning a sugya. Sometimes it comes to a higher level of excitement and sometimes less, but why is it that we're not able to have that same level of excitement? I think that the answer is that often for different areas of life, we're able to invest emotional energy that deepens our connection and our level of fulfillment that we receive from the event. My children get very excited about their birthdays already several weeks in advance and are planning out every detail, what they want for their present, for their party. Diehard sports fans will keep track of all the stats leading up to the game, will be willing to sit in cold weather and inclement weather in order to enjoy pregame and getting ready. And I think if we want to have that same excitement for Ruchnius, we need to put in energy as well. I'd recommend that everyone try maybe over Shabbos, take half an hour, 20 minutes after davening to review something that you learned that week. Maybe before candlelighting, add a parak of Tehillim, or before davening, 5 minutes to learn a Mishnah or something to get ourselves into the mindset and to allow us to have greater energy and hopefully fulfill our dreams in both Gashmius and Ruchnius, and together to continue to grow in Kedusha. Have a wonderful Shabbos.
Good Shabbos, good Shabbos, good Shabbos.